Hey guys, Breaking Broader Farm again in the craft corner with Lauren, me. I'm gonna go over today the difference in sublimation versus a screen print transfer for t-shirts. This also goes for cups as well. You can put some sublimation on some cups. So let's get into it. Got my materials here, and this is a screen transfer. And if you can tell, it's on top of this paper. So screen transfer is on top of the paper. And this is a sublimation, and it is printed right there onto the paper. So I've got our two transfers. I have a pillowcase to put in between the shirt and the backing for sublimation. I'll go over that in a minute. A ruler or teflon paper. We're ready. So I'm gonna just shut this timer off. I also have a shirt roller. I have a shirt that we're gonna do the Thankful screen transfer on. And then I have this raglan that's polyester and a cotton blend for the sublimation. I'm gonna start off with the transfer just because it requires a lower heat, and I don't have a heat gun at the moment to aim at the top of my press here to make sure that it is an appropriate temperature. So we're going lower first and then higher so we don't scorch the item. You don't really want to go above 350 degrees for a transfer because it can bleach out some of the colors and scorch the design. I've got it at a high press, 325 degrees for 20 seconds. So I'm going to show you how I get my t-shirts prepped and ready to go. I am prepping the shirt by making sure that the area that I'm going to press it on is nice and has no moisture in it. I've matched up my seams on my shirt, and I'm just folded it in half, and now I'm putting it on the press to make a crease in the center. Let me heat it for a few seconds. So you can see the line that the line that I creased here in the middle. That's better. I'm going to take my t-shirt ruler, find the center. That's about how far down I'm going to want my Thankful for an adult shirt. Because with women, you want to make sure the shirt doesn't sit too far high or too low. I'm going to grab my design. Now it's reversed here, so you flip it this way. Always make sure that it's the correct position that you want it to be in. So I tried to line it up with that ruler, but I also grabbed this ruler to make sure that it's perfect from each seam here in the shirt. So I am taking my ruler, lining it up with the center line of the shirt. Butting my design up to that. And now I'm taking with my ruler and I'm going to measure from the paper to the seam. Another way to do this would be to take a ruler to your design and with a pencil mark the center and line the center up with the center of the shirt. But I just haven't done that. And now I've got a little bit of heat transfer tape. I'm gonna just cut a little piece and put them on the corners. Now I'm going to put my design on my heat press. Take my teflon sheets, put it over the top. And press it for 20 seconds. I'm gonna take that transfer sheet off and just hold it for another 5 seconds or so. So what a lot of people don't tell you is to go ahead and press the back for about 10 seconds because you want it just to be good on both sides and not gonna like peel up. So that's what I'm doing here. I've transferred over my raglan to go ahead and get some of the moisture out of this shirt. I'm gonna go ahead and crease my shirt and find my center. And now that I'm doing sublimation, I'm gonna increase my heat and my pressure, or my time. This is one important step that you don't want to miss. You don't use it for screen print transfers, but you're gonna want something to go underneath your design in between the front and the back of the shirt so that your sublimation doesn't transfer to the back, because the sublimation is ink in the paper like I showed you, and it can bleed through. So go ahead and take down your design first. You can also use a folder, like one of the manila folders you would use. Just kind of smoothing it out under the shirt. And I see that it's fully covered and ready to go. I am going to be using a temperature of 400 degrees for the sublimation and a press hold time of 40 seconds because, like I showed you earlier, the design is in this paper. It's not sitting on top of it, so you want to make sure you press it long enough to get the full effect out of it and so you can get the full color out of it, because if not, sometimes it can be kind of dull. I've got my pillowcase in between, or you can use a manila folder. Same would go for Cricut infusible ink because it's actually in the surface of the shirt. Now for washing and drying, you want to use it like you would a regular screen transfer. Sorry. Wash it inside out, no bleach, cold water, tumble dry low, or you can air dry it. One thing I didn't talk about in my last video, well, I didn't have in my last video, was this heat transfer tape. I got 2 rolls of this for, I think, $5 off of Amazon, and it was delivered basically next day. It takes just, the smallest piece just to keep your design in place from moving it from the table to your actual press. You want to make sure that your seams hang off so that way you can get even pressure throughout your design that you're doing. So we're ready. I'm gonna go ahead and press it. Using 2 hands means that I've got good firm pressure. These are hot peels as well. That is beautiful. Now, since it's actually in the shirt, I'm not going to press the back side of it. As you can see on this pillowcase, there's a little bit of ink on here from previous designs, as well as the Santa Baby design. So that's why you want to make sure you have something in between. So here I have my two shirts side by side. You can kind of see from an angle that this one is on top of the shirt, and then this one is just in the material. You can tell by the way you can fold it like this, and it's fine. And same with this one. You can tell that that has a transfer on it. But they're both great quality transfers and shirts. If you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe. We'll have more coming for you. We will be catching up on our farm here, probably in the next couple videos, but yeah, just something a little fun and different for you. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks guys, have a great day.